Okay, so I want to do a cozy 90s movie review. And this movie that I'm doing today is going to be The Hand That Rocks the Cradle from 1992, directed by Curtis Hanson. And I want to talk about and really, accentuate on the main character, which is the antagonist, which would be Peyton, played by Rebecca De Mornay. And another honorable mention, another very important honorable mention, is played by Ernie Hudson, which would be Solomon. I really, the whole movie, I was waiting for him to be like, girl, this is your business and none of mine. And his deep care and sense of responsibility of wanting to protect and to take care of kind of touched my heartstrings in a way. I'm like, oh my goodness, you don't deserve none of this. Okay. Leave that mean lady and what them I'm sorry they have what they have going on, but leave them to their own devices. You don't deserve any of this because there was a part where I was like, Peyton, anyway, let's get into the movie. We start out with Claire, the protagonist of the story, needing to go to the doctor because she's pregnant and she has an OBGYN and he is doesn't know how to be professional. And so she and her husband Matt tell on him. And a few other women also have a Me Too moment and tell on him too. And he couldn't deal with the brunt of his actions. So he doesn't. And he goes off to yonder. And because he decides to go away, his wife, Peyton, ends up dealing with the brunt of what's left. And she so happens to also be pregnant. So she's sitting with the lawyers and they're basically explaining to her, ma'am, you're down bad. All the money is gone. We had to pay the lawyer fees. And the house is yours for a teensy minute for you to have a baby. And the pregnancy doesn't go well because of the stress that she was enduring. And then she decided that all of the issues really comes down to Claire. Claire, because you don't know how to just, deal with a little uncomfort and you decided to tell, my entire life went to shambles, so you need to pay for it. So she decides to become the nanny from hell. Now, granted, had they had cell phones back in the day, this might have been cut short, but they didn't. And so Claire didn't know there was a crazy lady who has misplaced anger in her home with her baby. Might I add, the part where I was like, girl, you need, when she was breastfeeding the baby, girl, girl, the best friend everybody needs. Also, I want to talk about Marlene. But the only thing with Marlene, you got to know how to play it cool. You did the math. She figured it all out. She did the pieces. And she was like, oh, I, gosh, no, you got to know how to play it cool so you can do what you need to do. And not let her know that you done caught a fool. You see? She wasn't able to do that. And so Peyton was like, you're not about to tell on me. The way she looked, I'm gonna see if I can put the clip right here. The way that lady looked at her when she went into the greenhouse and the greenhouse fell on her. You need a nice prescription and a therapist, Miss. This is just supposed to be a light review. I really am bringing it up because I want you to go watch it. Get into the 90s mood, the 90s feel, have you a nice weekend this weekend, and cuddle up with something cozy. like, a nice hot chocolate, a nice chili bowl, something, and enjoy this movie. And I'll see you later.